I told you my terrible tick story that one time, right? When I was like a kid.
No, don't. What if I'm gonna
Hundreds.
die?
Hundreds. I had hundreds on my body. I had them in my scalp. I had to take like 3 showers and they were falling out of my head.
No, not like they didn't like get their head all up in there. And
Oh
everything.
yeah.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. Like picking them off my everywhere.
Why?
I'm talking
Where
crevices.
Did you go? Like crevices?
Yeah, bro.
No.
Yes, bro. Everywhere.
I can't get on a podcast episode with my toesies out.
I think you've done it before.
I have once. I did once. Look at that.
Big City Backwoods.
Welcome back to Big City Backwoods.
Here we are. Yet again. Doing it.
Today
of all days. We're productive. We're busy.
Yeah. Busy. Separately.
Yeah. I kind of hated it, but
Per the usual. I don't even know what day it is again. Wait till Wednesday. Wednesday.
I honestly wanted to plan it all today so that I could chill tomorrow. Just a little bit, you know.
Do you not work tomorrow? I got a no meeting day. I'm going to go pick up a fucking cute antique looking. I sent you a picture of it. You didn't respond about it. It's whatever.
Did I not?
No. Was it cute?
Yeah, the mannequin?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cute. I'm sorry.
It's
I didn't
okay.
realize I didn't. When?
Earlier when you didn't respond.
I was probably cleaning. Bro, I was in my own ass
You just
zone.
pulled a dude. I texted you that and I texted you a question afterwards and you just responded to the question.
You know, it's really just because I just didn't. I replied in my head. I was like, oh, that's cute. I like even zoomed in on the picture too. I was like, I really like that. Because I was just telling my mom I wanted one of those, like a mannequin body.
Yeah.
Like
I didn't know they made like iron ones like that.
I
should throw it back here and be all oh, that would be so fun.
I know, cute. I love mannequins. I die for them. They're just so cute.
Facebook Marketplace. Speaking of, last week we talked about all the things she's obsessed with.
Tiffany lamps, the stained glass. We're talking about hella antiques.
Found one for her. I was fucking crazy this week. I was just like, gotta find fucking dongs. Gotta find fucking.
You were.
Oh, yeah.
You were sending me hella.
I know.
You were
I
sending
was
me
so
so
many sorts of things. I even went thrift store shopping for you.
You did. You did.
And I found a stained glass lamp for her. It's not a floor lamp. Like
no, it's not. But to be honest, I've been getting really fucking cool floor lamps.
Yeah.
So it's good to like change up the game right now. And plus I feel like a hanging one was like really something I needed. It was cute. It was like cream. It had like emerald green in it. It had like lighter green in it. I think it's going to go really well with my kitchen.
Right here?
I know. I was thinking about maybe, later in show and tell when I actually get it up. That'll be the big thing, because this is way bigger than I thought.
Really?
It was big. Like I had to like,
oh,
because I first like went to her doorbell. I like rang her doorbell and then I turned around. And I saw I was in the reflection. I was like, it's just out here, so just disturbed her for no reason. But she came out anyways. So I was like, I'm sorry. I'm just here to grab this. Goodbye. But her neighborhood was so cute. I was dying over it. I mean, it still gave like the Midtown vibes, like the houses are really close together. There's like hella sidewalks, people walking their dogs, and there's like no parking.
Yeah.
Except like maybe a one-way driveway.
Honestly, but the road parking is never bad.
I mean, it just gives me city vibes,
Like the future might be bad. That's what I got thinking. I was like, man, it's not bad now, but it could be bad later.
It could be really bad.
If the city grows any bigger.
I mean, it's on the brink right now, but it's not bad yet. Like,
Yeah.
you can still.
it's
I mean,
it's gonna be
here's the
there.
thing. It's just going to force Kansas City drivers to get better at driving and parking.
I know that every city says that. And I wouldn't even necessarily. I usually am very specific about how I say that a specific city's drivers are bad. Because, like, it's not that California drivers are bad. There's just, like, hella traffic. And so they're aggressive. Texas drivers aren't necessarily bad. They're just super fucking fast. Kansas City
Insane.
drivers never use their blinkers and are too nice on the road.
Dude.
So it makes it bad because they never use their fucking blinkers and almost kill people. And then they're too nice. And then they like, oh, no, you can go. But they like slow down and they like match your speed when you're like merging.
Dude,
and it's the worst.
that was literally on your road. On your road. Literally right before I hit your house. I was literally at a 4-way stop. And this dude did not turn on his blinker and didn't not stop. He just kept rolling through. And like it was my right of way. Like I was supposed to be going straight. And I was halfway in the lane. And this dude was like turning right but didn't signal and just kept going. I was like, well, I guess you're in front of me now. Like you just did it. And then like right after that, somebody had to get over because there was like a car in that lane, right? And so I notably slowed down so they could get in front, you know? Like it was just going to be a real easy, like I've already given you the room. And they slowed all the way to a stop. And then I had to slow all the way to a stop. I was like, and then it was too long that if I,
much.
no. And so then I was like, well, I can't speed up because I know at that point, if I do, they're going to, you know.
Yeah.
So at that point, I just had to.
the same decisions at the same time, and it's super
It was
annoying.
clear. I felt like it was very clear. If somebody would have done that to me, I would have been like, great.
I
moved on in my life.
I realized that I can be a god on the road out here because I just turn on West Coast driving, and all of a sudden,
You do.
people just
You
I
do.
know, I know.
You'll be like hella grandma one day, like and then there's like one day where she's like braking really hard, right on people's bumpers, like in and out of traffic, and
It's
like
just-
usually it's like
well, because it clicks sometimes. I'm like, what am I fucking doing right now? I'm just gonna
it's usually when you're like really talking or explaining a story, you're like,
yeah,
and I'm like,
I'm a big
yeah.
weaver and stuff.
You do be weaving, but I mean, I kind of get that way too. But I am really horrible about using my blinkers sometimes.
No,
Like,
I use
just,
my blinker for everything.
Nah.
Everything. I'm like, I'm in the exit only lane and I'm still using my blinker.
hate
I'm
that.
like 2 lanes deep into the 2-lane exit.
If I'm
and
at a
still
full
using my
stop,
blinker.
I will absolutely use I want to signal that like
On the
I'm
end?
going, but like
No.
there's some day, like if there's no cars around and I'm already merging into a lane, what is the point?
I got pulled over in Loy Summit for that one time at like midnight in a
Well,
neighborhood.
I've
'Cause
gotten
I
pulled over
turned on
for
a stop
stupid shit
sign.
like that too, but
That's what I'm saying. I'm never doing it again. I was like, oh, people can be assholes about this? Cops, specifically?
it's because they have nothing to do in
I
towns
know.
like that.
They're like 11 p.m. and
That's literally where I grew up.
I'm going to chill and get someone on this fucking stop sign.
Mm-hmm.
These bitches.
Mm-hmm.
One of the speeding ones I totally deserved because I was going like, it wasn't even like that crazy, but it was raining. It was like a 20-mile-an-hour like road or outside of a neighborhood, and it was tiny, and it was like hella deer, hella kids, hella whatever, and it was raining, and I was going like 55 or something, which isn't that crazy, but like it was dark too. But that one, he was like, I have to give you a ticket for this, and I was like, I totally get it. Like I don't know what I was thinking.
Mm-hmm.
At like 18, I was like,
100%. I've
get
had
it.
tickets where I'm like, I deserved it. No, I deserved that. Yep. I was just being a shithead for no reason. I have in my neighborhood now, mine, you know, because I own a house. There's so many kids. There's so many
but
kids.
Everybody's flying around in your neighborhood.
They
Yeah.
are.
I don't really
can't.
fully pay attention to that. I'm like a little fast in your neighborhood, probably.
I'm scared to death. And those are like my neighbors, so like I really can't fuck up. I can't like run over their kid, you know?
That would be.
That'd be terrible. No, I would be shunned. No, you can't do that. So I don't know. I'm always scared. And they're just constantly playing in the road too. Like they'll literally be playing basketball like in the road. And I'm like,
That's cute. That's
I mean,
normal.
yeah.
That's
No, I do. I
neighborhood.
actually enjoy it. I thoroughly enjoy that we have like kids that actually still go
Yeah,
out and
I'll
play
slow down in your
outside all
neighborhood.
day.
I'll slow down.
You should slow down.
I
Just children.
wonder if the
Just
mic can
children.
hear me swallow sometimes. I feel like it's so loud.
Sometimes I am like, I'm sorry. Maybe shouldn't have. Yeah, that's the vibe. So I can't go fast, and I'm usually like going a decent speed in neighborhoods. I'm not gonna lie, like I'm going home. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Like if it says I'm going 5 over, okay, like chill out.
Yeah.
But like now I'm like really going the speed limit, maybe even a little bit under. Especially if I start seeing them play, I'm like, kids. But they are super cute. They've all got their scooters out there, got like their little gang going on. Just ride down the road. Some of them got like tricycles because they're so young. I'm like, y'all are so cute. They're adorable. I saw those 2 kids that came to my door that one day.
Oh my gosh.
I saw them.
We were hanging out in her basement and these kids, like the doorbell rings and Sarah's like stunned. Doesn't know how to move. Like has never had her doorbell ring, I guess. Just literally just like, I was like, do you need me to go get
my
it?
Doorbell? Like
She
who
really just
knows
was
me here? I went through my head. I was like, who could this be? And I was like, none of these. I was like, so who is
So
that?
we went to get it together because I was afraid she was afraid. And it was just 2 little teenagers. And one of them like was obviously filming. And they were like, yeah, just like, hey, we're just going around and asking people if they, what did they say? If they support Black Lives Matter. And Sarah was like, I'm sorry, what? Because she like can't even fathom that is someone's at her door anyway. It's just like, I mean, I want to know if you support Black Lives Matter. She was like, well, yeah. And they're like, all right, okay. No, but I forgot the dude was like, it's okay if you do or don't.
It's okay if you do or don't, but like, do you? And I was like, yeah. And they were like,
yeah.
okay.
And they just like
left, like
ran off. I was like, well, that was a YouTube video. She was like, really? You think so? 100%. They were like,
baby.
Who do you?
Was my
they really went around to every person.
Yeah, because remember we saw them walking back. They were the 2 that were playing literally in the middle of the street. Their basketball. I was like, get out of the street. What are you doing?
Well, they're trying to make it big.
Mm-hmm. They are. No, they are. They're out there doing big things right now. They're going door to door. They're playing for the All-Stars.
Like, can I pick your wildflower, your weeds or something? You got so many weeds. They're so cute though. I can never take them away. I got them too, and they're so cute.
They're like a forest now. Like they don't even look like weeds. They look like
they're beautiful. They look like wildflowers. I mean, that may be what that is.
A pond would be sitting underneath them or something, you know? Like they're just so
a fountain of youth.
Yeah, something like that. They're cute. I've never seen something like that. I mean, I've seen the purple flower wildflowers, but we do need to.
That's what I'm saying. I need to take you to the farm.
Cute.
We need to plan a time where you have time.
Mm-hmm. A time where I have time.
Yeah. Honestly, you just.
That was my bad. That was literally my bad. So sorry.
The mic doesn't even pick up things like that.
Yeah,
anymore.
you're right.
I mean,
it
might pick it up, but it doesn't it doesn't sound as crazy as the old days.
Yo, that's
we had
crazy.
That one mic and the dogs would be like playing underneath it or something. I already feel so much more professional.
I know. I still think about. I'm like thinking that wasn't even that long ago, but like it feels like an eternity ago because like we're not on that bullshit anymore. We got good quality.
She got rid of her house.
That's what I was doing today. I am finally free from this gray cloud of this stupid my old rent place
of rental properties.
I'm done with it. I could turn it in tomorrow and I would feel good about it. Like, you know, Jacob's taking the nails out of the holes right now and he's caulking the wall, but that's it. That's all we've got to do.
I did that too, bro. Why were we the ones cleaning all the house? It's because we knew that we would be the only ones to clean it the right way.
Mm-hmm. No, man, I really got out. I got out my razor and started chipping away at the oven. Like I was like, I got to do this right or I'm not going to, you know, you're not going to take me as a fool. You're not, but they probably still will try.
Shit.
I can't believe that though. Like, because they left those places in terrible. Too.
I clean
the baseboards. I don't clean baseboards. I don't do that in my regular house. Like
I did too.
But I did it because
I'm like almost promising her that she's gonna have to pay. Like you're gonna have to pay. They're gonna send you a bill. But then I just like they were like, let me like email if you have any whatever the word is, like disagreement with this. Like if you have any whatever. So I obviously emailed that with all the pictures of what it looked like when I moved in, like how much cleaner it is now. And they just never got back to me for like a month. So I was like, well, I'm definitely not paying that.
No.
But I also
you have got me all the way.
My security deposit back.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like I didn't just sweat blood and tears. Like I didn't really cry today, but I did not do that for them.
Did you bleed?
I did bleed.
Yeah, that's how I got. Remember when I sent you that picture of me with all the
I knew that was gonna happen.
Yeah,
and I'm hurriedly trying to do things because I don't want to be there all day.
Yeah,
like
I'm
I
pissed.
even really
Just pissed.
Just
so mad.
Like at one point I couldn't turn my car on. My push to start was like being finicky, and I was just like banging on my. I was like, get out of here. I was being really crazy for a minute. I was like, ah. But like I only brought like a green tea with me, like a ice green tea, and that was really it. So I was famished.
Oh, you were thirsty?
I was
did
just
stick my face
hot.
in the sink a couple times.
I was not for it, you know. I really cleaned
It is
out.
crazy to like clean a house that you've been in for at least a year, and like you didn't love it, so you weren't taking care of it. Like I just like didn't take care of the house because I was like, I fucking hate this house. It's disgusting.
I hate it.
It's disgusting.
I
From
hated
the moment
the
I
color.
walked in, there's mice everywhere.
I had rat poop when I moved in under my sink.
I had dead mice everywhere and mice poop everywhere.
And they want to charge us.
I never want to. Yeah.
For background story, I don't know if we said that, but we rent with the same with the same rental company. That's why we're bitching back and forth about it because it's the same people. And I just you know what?
They're gonna get fucked. She's gonna get fucked. You're gonna get fucked just like me.
I'm gonna look that man right in his eye with the
this guy
large
has
booty.
the largest ass. I have never seen. Like, I legitimately thought it was fake. We noticed, like, because I told her, I said, bro, if that guy comes in with the big butt, and she was like, oh my god, I know exactly what you're talking about. I was like, well, how could you not know?
He's the one that showed me my duplex 3 years ago. 3 years ago.
He tried to tell me he was new.
No.
They all play us. They all play us. He was like, oh yeah, I just now got in about 6 months ago. So I've been working on, fixing up this house.
Unless I got two dudes with notably big butts. No.
That guy had
giant.
He came in, looked totally
and not
normal
because
from the
you work out, not because like you.
I mean,
you were just.
I don't know.
Nah, that's genetics.
That was
straight genetics. That dude would never have to lift a finger, and his ass would still be an ashtray for no reason.
The best part is like how when you saw him from the front as he's walking in your house, you're like, oh hey, well, come on in. When he came in and then like turned around, I was like, was trying to hold back every sound I was about to make, or just surprise, shock. It was just shock. Like I just was like, oh, wow, what?
You can't even like look at the house he's presenting to you because you're just focused on the booty.
I was shook. Well, he came in only for my like half year review or whatever.
You know,
and
I never
he was
had
like,
one
is there
of
anything
those.
notably wrong with the house? I was like, yeah. And I showed him how nothing turned on and like literally just the worst things. And he was like, oh yeah, okay, well we'll fix this up and don't worry about it. We'll take care of blah blah blah. I mean the fucking roof was leaking into the house. That's how I pushed a hole in the wall. And they didn't want to get me for that. Like they weren't mad about that. They're mad about. I don't remember what they said.
I will say, I have legitimately reported anything and everything that I've and I have made I will bug them until they come out there. So
I didn't bug them, but I definitely reported it all.
No, I bugged them because I know that they're gonna do that shit. Like
I was like, I don't want you to come out just to fix this stupid sink I don't really care about.
They did do this really trash job, and if they try to blame that on me, I'm gonna be like, bro, that was like the first thing that y'all fixed out here was my drains were so old and shitty that like I had like no pressure upstairs for showering, it was terrible. And so they like literally took out a chunk of the ceiling, all right, to replace this piece of the pipe, but then just stuck this piece of plastic. They didn't plaster it back over. They just stuck this piece of plastic, glued it to the top. So there's just like this chunk of plastic sitting over the hole. You know what I'm talking about, right over my stove. It's hideous.
I saw it finally. I was like, the fuck is that?
I was like, oh, that's just they're temporary. They're gonna like fix that up. Never did. 3 years later. Okay, so we usually, I'm not gonna lie, we're huge Boulevard fans. We love them. I mean,
except for the carrot saison. Don't drink that one. It's gross.
I'm a little skeptical of the new cork that's about to come out. But we usually are drinking Boulevards. But now I decided to switch it up. We're going Martin City today, which is also local. Martin City is actually a really good beer here. Hard way.
It's got an artichoke on the front of it.
That she didn't believe 3 times.
They're from Kansas City, Missouri, girl.
That's why I said Missouri. I told you. You said Kansas. I said Missouri, I think.
Oh, you said Martin City. I just assumed
it's called Martin City.
Yeah, I thought that was like a city.
Martin City's like, I don't know, it's a bar.
In Kansas City, Missouri. 64145, so not too far. I don't know.
That's where the brewery is. I think they have like bars too. Like Martin City bars.
I don't know.
Or maybe they have like
Man.
the microbreweries or something. I don't know. Anyways.
This is the first time I've drank since the weekend, which I know that doesn't sound a long time ago, but like I drank too much over the weekend that I was like, oh God.
Like, did Sunday really do you over?
No, I didn't even get like super drunk. I just had some. I mean, we started
Friday.
Tuesday. Girl, wasn't Tuesday when you had all those people over at your house? Not all those people. The girls at the house when you made the cheese board.
We talked about that last time though. Remember we talked about
So that wasn't Tuesday? No,
Did we
because it
not?
was because I watched Batman. I came home and watched Batman. Yeah, because we filmed on Thursday. Okay, get this. So it's a part of the story. I just forgot the future. So Tuesday is when I went to your house, had some beers, ate some cheese, met your friends, and then came home, watched Batman, put on my Batman shirt, my bat ears, and my fucking something else, my bat necklace, and I was like, Batman. And then
Batman, but we talked
Wednesday-
about Batman.
I know,
on the last.
I know, because we filmed 2 days later. Then the next day was 420.
Yeah, I remember
and
that.
then the next day was filming Thursday night.
Yeah.
Then the next day was
We went out. We were trying to go to
We
the
were trying
Harry
to go to the Harry
Potter
Potter
pop-up bar.
we
But
didn't
we ended
do
up
it
doing that.
because I don't like lines.
Okay, we were there an hour early, and the line was like way out the door. Plus, I walked by the building,
We
and
sat there for a minute, and I was like,
we were kind of making progress. But yeah,
I even dressed up.
you did.
And I was like,
I
"Ah,
didn't.
It's not worth it.
I mean,
I
I
was-
dressed up, but not in the way.
I just, in my head, I was like, there's no way I'm winning this trivia contest because that's the only thing I wanted to go for anyway. Because I was like, I think we could really win this with Michael. And then
saw the
my
nerds,
roommate,
like,
and then I
really
forgot
show
it was
up.
Comic-Con weekend and all the nerds are in town. So I was like, fuck, we're not gonna win against nerds. I thought we were gonna win against basic Kansas City people that didn't know anything about nerd stuff. Which I mean, I know Harry
there were
Potter
really
is
some
like,
people that had their finest tennis shoes on to play this trivia that night. It was hilarious, man. The crowd of people that were in that
tennis
line.
shoes?
Yeah.
I forgot it was Comic-Con weekend all weekend because I kept seeing people in costume and being
They're-
like, what the fuck is Batman doing here right now? Oh, and then the next night we went to a show for our friends. That was tight.
It was really fun.
I ended up somehow managing the merch booth for a while, and that was like totally random, but I fucking love being a saleswoman sometimes. So I was like, you know
You were
what? I'm
killing
gonna-
it.
I was. I was really out here selling some stuff.
You were really killing it. You were really.
It was hella fun. So that was like a little thing. And then the next day was my dog's birthday. Did a hike, did fucking my friend's going away party, which was also a themed event of dressing up, and I picked Zelda that day. And then came home and obviously celebrated my dog's birthday. But the point I'm trying to make with this is that's too many damn days in a row of drinking for one, and having to put on really fancy makeup. By Sunday, I was like, I'm not wearing makeup. I put on some mascara and called it a good day because we were at outside anyway.
Yeah. That's what inspired my whole not doing a lot of makeup today. I was
look
like,
at us. Look at us. We are done.
I literally got done cleaning today after 6 hours of brutally sweating
yeah.
and scooting across the ground trying to scrub baseboards. And I was like, I'm not wearing jeans. I'm not wearing pants. I'm not wearing anything hot. I'm not wearing. And then I like put on this outfit and I was like, I'm just part of the Outer Banks cast at this point. Like, it's just what I am. I'm like from a coast, you know?
Yeah.
Like
I was
the
wearing
East
a different
Coast.
shirt all day, but I had a presentation earlier and I got sweaty, so I had to.
Well, and then you like text me and you're like, my room's hot. I was actually in this like longer skirt. Like it was like a long skirt. And I was like, not doing that. Not being hot. So yeah, this is where I'm at right now. I mean, I still put on makeup. This is still trying enough.
Yeah, I put on eyeliner.
Yeah.
We
Did a
did
good job.
Thanks.
We
did it.
did it. I mean, we did it. There was
And
like
then
one
now
night.
this whole weekend, my whole family's coming to town. Not like that's a bad thing. I'm really excited for a wedding. But,
Oh, that's
it's
this
just
weekend, huh?
Yeah, like Friday.
That's crazy. We really did Friday and Saturday together this last week.
Yeah, finally.
I
We had
know.
2 days in a row off.
We really,
Wait, 2
honestly,
nights.
we're just trying to get everybody out there just so that we could say, fuck the trivia, let's go drinking. And then we just bar hopped for a little bit.
I just have such a thing for craft cocktails lately. I love frothy tequila drinks. That's my shit.
I did some fancy drinks that night. Like, I went to several places.
Well, as soon as
I
we end up
finally-
at King G, that's like one of my favorite places now.
Oh,
Not
it's
just
so
because my friend
fun.
works there, but like
So fun.
It's
I
just so
do love
good.
that place. Like, I'm really ready to, like, go back again. Also, their sandwiches are bomb.
so good.
Bomb. We
So-
had,
For my birthday.
we were sitting at this bar and minding our own business, of course.
God,
She's talking to her friend. He's making these bomb drinks, being a hella good bartender about it. And There's this guy at the end of the bar that's just being wild. He's
wild.
Wild.
When we sat
really
down,
wild.
he was like, well, first of all, we were like, wow, there's so many empty spaces at this bar when there's so many people over here.
That was our first mistake.
Well, there's a reason. Because literally around this man at the corner, there's like 5 empty seats on each side.
And it was
We
so
sit in the
packed.
5.
People were
We're like, fuck it.
yeah. And it was, we realized shortly
Immediately,
after.
he was like,
immediately after.
Our
why.
friend was like, watch out for that guy. And he like out loud. It's like, no, I'm serious. Like, watch out for that guy just in case he pukes on you kind of thing. Like, he was so fucked up. And
He
they
was
were
like,
not
he was
giving
trying
him
to find
alcohol.
his, no,
He
he
just
was
thought
messed
they
up.
were.
He was messed up to the point where he was profusely sweating just sitting there. Like,
He blessed Michael.
he blessed Michael. He found his inner peace several times. He had some book at and then just like kept wanting to drink, and like he had to be cut off like several times. Like that one guy, he was being really savage. That other bartender, he really came up to him and he said, "These people are trying to chill. They don't want anything to do with you." He was like,
Stop.
you are invading people right now, just being yourself. He was like, you
really
were
was,
done.
though.
He really broke it down for
poor
him.
Michael was just like, yeah.
No, it
yeah.
was terrible. It was really I really felt bad. I felt bad for Michael. I'm not gonna lie. I kept looking down there like, and knowing me, I mean, I know the industry so well, so I knew how uncomfortable the situation was. So I'm just over here. It was just, and this man just looked like he was really ready to knock out anybody that had something to say to him too. Like he was
pretty
finding
buff
his inner
looking.
peace,
Yeah.
as well as like trying to find his next punching bag. Like it was a whole vibe. Like it was really all over.
So about
It was crazy. It was really wild. I wouldn't even look him in the eye. Like every time I'd catch like eye contact,
Yeah,
I'd be
no,
like,
I was
immediately.
And just in case you're too drunk to see where my eyes are, I'm gonna flip my whole head up too.
Yeah. No, it was really crazy, but
Guess
that
not.
place
That
was
Yeah, I love
tight.
that place.
I went to Mercury Room that night too for the first time. Hella expensive.
Heard that's owned by a Nazi,
Yeah, I didn't know that.
but only
And then of course we had our favorite Thai place over there lately.
Yeah, you
the
just
place-
only eat Thai food every day. She just eats Thai food. No, I
Not
understand.
every day, but if we go out to eat, yeah.
I'm
It's
about-
so good. It's so good.
I know that's like obviously your favorite food. I've learned. What's mine?
Asian fusion.
That's not, I mean, I don't even know what my favorite food is. So I like to hear what other people think. Because I love Asian fusion. Yeah.
You love anything. I will say food group,
Sure.
like a type of food.
Sure. Anything. I don't know any.
Okay,
answers.
you like Asian fusion. You like tacos,
I do.
and you love anything pickled or
Yes.
fermented.
Yes. Those are
Vinegary.
very good descriptors. But like you gotta add chicken wings in there somewhere.
Chicken wings are a good one. But vinegary. I said vinegary. You like the buffalo.
Yeah, I like the buffalo. You're right. We can
Hot.
we can try to get.
Spicy.
I also really love
I love sauces.
what about like dried meats, like like salamis and stuff? Because what is that food group?
What do you call that?
Charcuterie.
Yeah, charcuterie
love
type
all
foods.
those
The hors
foods.
d'oeuvre.
I love what is they call?
Cheese and meats, really.
No. I know what are they? Tapas. I just love tapas. Just it's not a food group because you could put anything on a tiny plate. I just want a tiny plate of something, a couple times. That's
yeah,
my
and then you have like
favorite
a
food.
variety of
Yeah.
I love that. Love that.
That's my favorite. My sister always does tapas style stuff. I feel like, well, maybe not always, but like I just feel like everything she makes is something that like
My favorite is like
such a tapas plate.
when you're with one person and it's casual and you can order several appetizers, so then you get to taste
That's
a
my
bunch of
favorite
love
thing.
it.
I love that about you. I love that about you. When we go somewhere, you'll be like, do you want to get an appetizer?
You want to get an appetizer?
I'm like, let's just get 3.
Yeah, bro. Because then, like, if you share it, and then you don't even have to get
But
a
that's
meal,
what
so
we
you
did
don't
in
feel
Tulsa.
guilty.
And it went way wrong. Way
Way wrong, Wajawabbit. It was bad.
You have to take me to good. You have to take me to good appetizers in Tulsa.
Yeah,
'cause
I
don't-
will, because I don't know. And don't get me wrong, like, no, they're wrong. They're wrong. They're wrong for what they did. They're wrong. That's, there's so many good places to eat, especially in Tulsa. Like, foodies. There is nothing else out there but food. So a lot of people do it right.
In a big park.
In a big park. We do like parks. Lots of grass
I didn't
and cows.
see it actually. I don't know what.
Oh,
we were
the
doing.
gathering.
Yeah, the
The
Juggalo
Juggalo
spot.
gathering. The spot, you know. I was surprised that y'all didn't go there. I really was. I mean, I know
honestly
it's...
don't know what we did. We just talked.
And honestly, Diana would have really liked that too.
She loves that place. She already knows about that place. I think it was just because everybody's already seen Tulsa, and it was just kind of.
But they should have taken you there just to get
the goal
like
was
the.
to see my cousin. It wasn't to see Tulsa. I would have liked to see a little bit of Tulsa, but I could see Tulsa again. It's 4 hours away.
You got to see Tulsa because there's
so great.
Then you've got.
Did I tell you? I almost moved there.
Tulsa.
Mm-hmm. When they tried to get everybody from my IB crew to like get a full ride scholarship at Tulsa University.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they like. I swear I told you.
That's where my brother went to school.
I didn't do it because college is stupid.
And it's very expensive. It's a private college.
Go to
it's
regular
like so
school.
Expensive. Go to regular school. Come on.
Yeah, graduate high school and then
do what you want.
Yeah, do whatever you want.
But like, make sure you succeed in it too. You know.
Well, I mean, like
try. Actually have a
work at whatever you want to do. But
have a something.
Unless you want to be a doctor. We've talked about this. Unless you want to be a doctor or someone that affects people.
Yeah, then go to school.
You
know, people do that. But have your thing. You know. Yeah, we did have a busy weekend though.
Did you go to college?
For a little bit. For a while.
Was it just like?
I went pre-nursing first.
Yo, you really, really went.
Yeah. And then I switched to like journalism. And then I switched to just business. And then I was like, fuck this.
How long did you go to college?
Like 3.5 years.
What? That's crazy. I didn't know that. Where'd you go to school? Like a community college?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah. And then
Was it free?
No.
Or like you had to pay for that?
Yeah, you still have to pay for it. It's like $2,000 a semester.
Back in the day, I'd be like, what?
Like $2,500, I think, maybe. I mean, no, it was still a lot of money. Don't get me wrong. Like, yeah,
still right now,
and it's still like the books, and the books were so expensive for no fucking reason.
No, yeah, I remember.
Jesus. I did like a lot of the amenities that came with it, but man,
did you live at school?
No, I always stayed in town.
Oh yeah, it's
I always had
college.
like and I always had an apartment. Even when I moved to Oklahoma City and started college there, I still lived in an apartment like in Edmond. So and I just was like, no
college, no more. Yeah,
I got to that point where I was like, I'm not gonna be a doctor, I'm not gonna be a lawyer, like. And I hated nursing. Like, that was the one thing I was like, I'm going to go to nursing school as soon as I got out of... Because that's what every girl has an aspiration to do. And I fucking hated it. Mm-hmm. I hated it. I hated dissecting things.
I loved that. I honestly don't think I could do it anymore. Back in the day, loved it. But I was a weirdo when I was
smells,
a kid.
And then I was really getting into it. Like, I was like getting done with my basics. I was like getting accepted into like a nursing program. I was like, I can't do this. Like, I can't do this. I can't do this. I don't even like this. I never liked it. So I was like, me and my like best friend at the time, we like lived together and we both like did it together. I was like, fuck it. She kind of had something like super traumatizing that happened that year that like kind of made it happen.
Don't do another one of these.
Oh, I'm not going to.
I feel like you made me sad last time.
Oh
no, that was 2 times ago. About your
Halloween story. Oh, whatever. I mean, I can laugh about it now because I'm like alive.
Yeah, I know, but.
No, that's scary. People are fucked up, but
I think I got sunburned.
You did get tan. Look at your shoulders, man. You got some color to you. I knew you had color in your face.
Yeah, I also got it on my face. Mm-hmm. It was from Sunday. Good hike in the morning and didn't reapply before I went out to.
You did go on a hike. Where did you go to hike?
Swope Park. I don't know why I know that name. I just wish any of my, so many times in my life, I wish I could, like, talk to people that I used to know without talking to them. Like, I want to send out, like, a mass, like, hey, does anybody remember why I know the name Swope Park? Like, what did I ever do there? Can you guys remind me? Because you remember everything about your life. I don't remember shit about my life.
Yeah.
Trauma and such. So I like can't remember any of these stupid, and I'll just remember that. I was like, Swope Park. How do I know about that? How do I know what that is?
Maybe because it has a cool name?
No, because I've been there probably for something and it stuck with me, or maybe several times, and I can't remember why. But there's like a lot of things to do there, so I don't think I've ever hiked this trail, but I do believe I've been something else with Swope Park. I don't know why.
They have a dog park there too. I don't know if that's where you went specifically.
I have a dog. Well, I mean, I had a dog, but it was like one of those
Fenced-in.
indoor Cocker Spaniel types that never left Lee Summit.
Oh.
I don't even think that dog ever got a walk.
A walk.
A walk.
Never got a walk in its life.
I used to take a lot of walks. That's really fucked up of me. I don't know. I don't think I knew. That wasn't my dog. That wasn't my dog.
I like walking my dog.
I remember walking my dog in Florida.
I found a cool ass.
That Cocker Spaniel was kind of weird.
Kind of a weird dog. No, I love walking my dog.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nice now that I have a big enough backyard that I don't have to, but I love walking
Monty
a neighborhood.
was leading the hike. Monty was
I bet. I bet.
Super. She just fucking darts when she's in the woods. She loves it. She's raised in Seattle hikes, so she's like about them. It was so precious. She kept like fighting her way to the front if she ever like got caught up sniffing something too long. She'd
That's
like,
so
nope.
cute.
And then she'd get hella tired and then be like, second wind. And then she starts sprinting again. I was like, this is so precious.
Adorable.
Had our little doggy water bottles and stuff, and it was precious.
We've walked around our neighborhood. I think it was like last week, and we found that cool ass trail that goes all the way down.
Yeah.
All the way down. All the way through.
Down to what?
Raytown, like downtown Raytown and even further, and then it goes all the way down to like Lee Summit. Damn. I think it even goes further than that. It's like a whole biking trail.
Damn.
It's like lined up with an old railroad that's not in.
I was just gonna say probably a railroad, right?
That's not
so tight. I love Kansas City for all their rail, except for I get stuck behind them so often lately. I don't know why I keep taking the same damn road that keeps me stuck behind all these fucking trains all the time. I'm like an idiot. I'm like, why did I cross the train track just to turn around and get stuck behind? Like, I was so terrified the other day because I was like driving and there was like, obviously I'm going over a railroad, but there's no lights, no nothing. I mean, they're there, but they're not like on, and there's nothing saying like, hey, heads up. And I'm going across the train track and I like look over and a real train is coming. Like within eye shot, like right here, like real close in my eyes, and I feel like they've usually had these lights and stuff. The warnings.
They have like a whole thing that stops you from going over the track.
What I'm saying, like, and it usually comes up a lot earlier than this fucking train. Like, I swear it wasn't like right here, but it was like, I mean, it was its lights were on. It was like I just looked over, and then in my head I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna get stuck. Like I'm gonna I gotta jump out of the car. Like, but like obviously I just drove over the train tracks and everything was fine. But I wasn't alone, so I was like, am I, like, was that? They're like, no, that train was fucking coming. And then we somehow needed to go back over the train track. Like, literally, my GPS took me across the train tracks, turning right.
Back over the train tracks?
So I got caught behind this train that I just saw coming. So, like, literally, it was like
crazy.
this, and it was right there. Like, so I was like, man, this train was like right there. But
how weird!
I didn't see the
Did it even
down.
have? I was about to say, did it even have the?
It had them, but it didn't look like they were down.
Were they malfunctioning? That's pretty crazy. Because they usually put them down, and then you wait like minutes before the train comes.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
I was like, I've never looked over and just seen a fucking train.
Because you usually try to make it before the gates get down. Because you're like really, because then you're stuck. You're stuck for like 5 minutes.
Did I almost just die if I was not paying attention?
That's some
like,
Final Destination shit. You said I've never seen that, bro. You said I've never seen anything like that. Now you're like reliving it. You're living Final Destination shit.
I was really like immediately thinking about it, like, no way did that just happen. Like,
that's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy that we were.
And then I was stuck behind this fucking train for like 6 minutes. Dude,
yeah, I'm saying.
I swear, I am like, am I sweating everywhere? I'm like sweating.
I really didn't know what you were about to do. I was like, what?
I'm so warm in here. We really fucked up. No, honestly, we should have just like. No. I mean, like, I fucked up not, like, taking that fan down. But I think in the future we could just have these windows open and it wouldn't be so bad.
I mean, we could try it. Oh, at night, duh. Mm-hmm. I was thinking during the day it's not going to do well, but duh.
Mm-hmm. At nights and stuff won't be bad.
We could probably do it right now and probably cool it down.
Honestly, I'm not going to do it though, because I wasn't able to get that window shut last time I opened
It
it.
does get a little loud outside your window sometimes
That's
too. But
true. Also,
that might be some cute little.
Oh, the lady. Oh my god,
What?
the lady next door was like wilding yesterday, just like screaming bloody murder. Today she was screaming bloody murder. Yesterday though, I was outside working on my patio furniture. The lady next door started screaming something crazy about dying, but it was like he was kind of like it was just saying things. I don't know if it didn't feel real. And then not like 2 seconds later, like 2 houses down the other way are like screaming about at each other. But it was like obviously just like a
fight.
It was just like an argument we're passionate about. So I was just working and I was like, beautiful city vibes. The birds were still chirping. My dogs were still laying in the sun. You know, I was like, this is
dude. There is something
fences.
about.
Nobody can see me. I can never see them. Like it's just a great little like I don't know. It's just it's still
There's
nice.
something about like hearing people's bullshit. I'm like,
everybody is. Have you ever seen like those like TikToks of like their dads?
yeah,
like,
no, of course, and they're like,
the eavesdropping faces
yeah,
that
and
people
they're
make.
like something stupid outside, and like the neighbors like the little yeah, dude, I know
That
those
is
all
me
too well.
sometimes.
Straight
I'm
up.
never gonna be looking because I don't want to like make it obvious, but I'll go listen
Oh, I'll definitely go listen. I'm
not
almost
gonna be, like,
100%.
out my windows.
The bedroom window, when I wake up, I can hear our neighbors, like, if they are talking. And, like, the other day, like, I don't know what was going on. Somebody was lawn mowing, and then it would sound like somebody was coaching them through lawn mowing, but it was 2 grown adults. So I was very confused.
That would be me.
It was like, bah, 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 you don't do it that way.
Yeah.
And then it was like somebody was on the lawnmower, and then they were off of it. It was one of those cool ones, you know, that you can, like, you've got, like, the handles like this. Like, you turn them like this, you know what I'm talking about? No, they're like you know what I'm talking about, the really professional looking ones. Like you steer them like this, and they almost look very they turn in like very cylindrical ways.
Motorcycles. Oh, like
Lawnmowers.
a professional for a big yard or something.
Yeah,
like for
yeah,
a church.
yeah.
They have like those.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, not just a riding mower, but like one of those. You know,
the
they've
large
got they're
circular
really
ones.
nice.
As soon as you said the round, yeah, I know. What you're talking
Yeah, they just do the
Curved.
full motion.
Yeah.
I don't know what was going on, but it was hilarious. It was like
Damn,
9
somebody
in
got
the
one of
morning.
those in their backyard?
That's what I was saying. I don't know what was going on. Maybe the
Shit.
guy was like trying to sell him this, and he was like freaking out. I don't know. I couldn't get the vibe off of it. It really was all
You were-
very confusing.
Ears up to the window and you still
Yeah,
can't
it
figure
was.
out.
I even like did a little peepsy because I was like, "Who is talking right now?" And it was like 2 grown ass men, and I was like, "I don't understand this vibe at all."
Maybe they hired
Because it was
gardeners and
definitely
he was,
my
like,
neighbor.
training
Maybe
it
was definitely my neighbor, like talking stern to the dude, but it almost felt like he was family. Like I felt like it was his family or something because the tone of it, and then I think I had seen him coming in like the night before. Like I was pretty sure like they kind of looked like they could have been brothers.
Yeah.
And his car was in the driveway.
Yeah,
He obviously stayed the night. So I don't know, the whole vibe. I was like, what is going on? You got your brother like lawn mowing?
To ride a lawnmower?
Is he opening his business? I don't get it. What
That's funny.
No, it was super funny. I love being nosy like that.
Auntie's in your doggy bed.
I know. She's so cute. I love when
She's
dogs just really.
She's like started off on this beanbag chair over here, that purple thing you can kind of see, and then she sprawled out over here because she got hot, and now she's
I just really
over
love
in the other dog bed she has. There's 3 in here.
Monty's vibe because she just always wants to be comfy. She wants to be sleeping on comfy things.
She loves comfy things.
I love that.
You already know she stole that whole beanbag chair.
Oh, I know she did.
That thing is huge. It like
You know
unzips
she
to
probably
open up
feels like
into
she's
like
on a cloud.
queen size.
That's
pillow.
what I'm saying. A California king to her. She's like, are you kidding? She's like, this is my dream bed. Thank you so much.
She started off with these damn little Big Joe.
Which are big for her.
Yeah, and she loves them. She's obsessed with them. And now she's like, holy shit, they come bigger.
She thinks you specifically got it for her. She said, wow.
She's like, wow, me and my mom can both sit on it together.
Oh, that is so funny. And like really sit on it. So cute.
Yeah.
Love it.
So what have you, what's the latest?
Well, I was going to tell, I mean, we were kind of talking about it earlier. I just like can't get over it. Like, it's gotten to the point
I didn't even
with
ask
me.
a question.
No, I was about to.
But I got it.
No, I got it. No, I was actually about to tell you what's been going on with my week because it has been an everyday occurrence. Like I am noted in my head. I have now gotten in the habit of even checking every day because it happens. I see it every day.
What?
Stink bugs.
Oh.
Stink bugs.
What?
Specifically.
Every day?
Every day. Every day I find one in my house.
It's because you were
every
mean
day.
to that one. In here that one time.
I wasn't even mean.
You were pretty mean. You were like, stink bugs are the worst.
They are the worst.
And well,
they
heard you, and I put them
smell.
outside. And he called upon his family. He said, you know what? We're following the bitch home.
And he sure did.
And he did. He's
I
like,
find large ones,
follow her home.
Small ones. They're always there.
He made a whole. He said, all right, baby, come here. We're going to breed and make thousands.
Weeks ago, when I first moved in, it crawled out of my fucking bathtub. What is that called? Faucet. While it was on. And it was alive. It was alive. And every day,
probably just chilling on that shit, and then when you turn it on, it like was like holding on for dear life, and then finally like came down.
No,
it probably wasn't in the thing because if you don't have a screen on your faucet, then
I don't know.
That's probably a bigger problem for you. You probably should get a screen on your faucets.
Ooh, that's kind of scary. I haven't even thought about that.
Like, cause you don't just have like a whole pipe.
Woo! Yeah, you're right. I should check that out. I should check that one out. Maybe that's where they're coming from.
My God. Okay,
but why is it only stink bugs? Why is it
you talk shit that one day? I swear to God.
Listen,
the world works.
I hadn't found it today
ways.
yet. And I was like, I checked my shower because a lot of the time they've been in my showers lately. Not all the time.
One a day.
One a day. I've found them in my basement. I found them in my room. Like they're always like on a wall or something. So I hadn't found mine today. But I really I did a thorough check in my shower because that's the one place I'm like, ah! I hadn't seen it. And Jacob did this like drive by and he's like saying something to me and he's doing this.
Oh God.
And I have this window behind me, so I'm thinking, is somebody up in my window right now? Like, are you really trying to tell me that? And I look over and it's this giant stink bug.
He's so wrong for that for you specifically. He just didn't want to tell you to scare you.
He didn't want to tell me to scare me.
Going away.
But he was obviously looking at something behind me. And after like the fourth time he had done it, and he's like reaching for something, I was like, oh God. And I just turned around and it's just fighting for its life.
They're so cute.
No, they're not.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I did something the other day, and your fear of bugs helped me realize the best like I was empathetic to the scenario and knew that if this person was anything like you, this is how I should handle the situation. I'm gonna freak you out a little bit. I'm trying to like prepare you that like it was like a bug on a person. Yeah, trigger warning is bug on a person. I'm gonna tell you about it. We were like in a oh my God, I just remembered this because of this.
You know, I specifically don't like hikes without a trail because of bugs.
I had a tick on my back. That's not even what I was going to tell you. That's literally not even what I was going to tell you, but I had to get a tick out of my back last night.
She texted me that the other day, and I was like...
It did kind of... Ticks are never fun. They're super creepy.
Dude, those are
One
creepy
time I
as
had a
hell.
leech in my foot, and like that was also just as creepy.
That's like creeping me out. Heebie-jeebies.
Okay, so that's not the point of anything, because I forgot about the whole tick thing. That's like another reason why you'd be... I didn't even think about that before. I just texted it to you. But anyway, so I'm outside smoking a blunt at Up Down. Funny enough, that the arcade bar in Kansas City.
Yeah.
Good little bar. You should check it out. At the upstairs like patio section, we're kind of like a little further away. And
yeah.
I'm like watching someone talk, and I feel horrible because I see this tiny spider, like tiny enough. It was like probably like that big or so, like tiny. But like noticeable, big enough to like you should be able to feel it, you know. And it's like crawling up his neck, and I was like, and I like somebody was kind of in the way of me, and I didn't say a word. I didn't make a noise. I just shoved the person out of my way, like a little aggressively. I had to apologize afterwards because I was like, sorry, like obviously I had a thing to do. Shoved this person out of the way and just went up to this man and just like swiped this spider off his neck. Off onto the table.
That's the perfect thing to do.
Yeah, exactly. I swiped it off his neck, swiped it off the table. No one even knew what happened, but except for everyone was like, what the fuck just happened? But like nobody saw the spider. Like it just, and I was like, I didn't want to freak you out. I just saw there was a spider crawling up your neck, going towards your face. And he was like, you know, like after the fact. And he was like, thank you so much. And I was like, I'm sorry for pushing you. And he was like, nah, man, like obviously you had something to do. And everybody was like, you're a savage for that. And I was like, whew. all right, I did the right
Bro.
thing. I didn't freak anybody out because I back in the day I would have been like, yo, you got a spider on your neck, but I didn't do that. I just helped him. So
Good.
I just remember that one time I had that spider straight up on my face. And
I did too, bro. And it wasn't a small one. It was like a giant. It was. I was
That
making you
was, like-
cry. No, that was scary.
That was the first time because it was. I told you about this when I was at my brother's house and like we were watching this
Oh,
giant
yeah.
spider, like giant.
No,
Spider
I
with
saw
big old
that
butt.
spider.
I took
Y'all didn't even
videos
kill
of
it.
No, it was just living in its home and making a home and being friendly to its everybody. Like it was just living in its home, chilling out. And we were watching and we were like, wow, what beautiful work it's making. It's making such a beautiful web and it's such a big spider. It's beautiful. And then I go inside, I forget, and I just walk right into it. And I look over at everybody and I feel a spider walking on my face. Nobody helps me. They just look at me stunned. So I just grab this spider by myself. What happened when you had your spider on your face? You screamed bloody murder?
Horrifying. No, I didn't even know about it. It stayed on my face for a good solid 60 seconds, bro. I'm not kidding. I like years ago, bro. It sticks out I still text Alicia about it. I'm like, bro, you remember that one time? And she's like, you didn't even gotta say it. Like, I already know what you're about to bring up because it was so horrifying. She was horrified just seeing it, and it was on my face. It was on my face.
She was just not telling you.
No, she couldn't. She was so petrified, and I knew by her face what it was at the time. I was like, we were taking out our trash at night. We had just cleaned up our whole apartment, and we were just walking out there, and there's like this huge, beautiful.
You lived to live with Alicia?
Yeah.
All right.
It was a crazy story.
Catching
My
up.
sister moved out. She was already kind of moving in, and we were trying to get this house together, and that's how we really started getting close. Was
That
like when
makes
I moved up there. We'd always been around each other, but that's where it really like. And we cleaned this apartment. And I'm taking out the trash, and it's like late at night. We had this like gorgeous willow tree. I love willow trees. I love them. They're so pretty.
Yeah.
So pretty. And I, at the time, never really thought about bugs suspending from them, And so I was walking under it. You have to like walk right under it to get to like the big garbage cans, So I was like kind of ahead of Alicia. And in my head, I'm like, she wasn't really paying attention. She was taking her little dogs out. And so I was like, I'm going to go scare her. So I like had this, and I'm like, tee. And I like walk up, I like put it under. Well, as I'm like walking up to like the,
you really did scare.
I really took the fear and like just amplified it. I was going to scare her because I like walked so far ahead of her. I was like, it was dark outside, so I knew I could like kind of peer over in this like little bush over here. But when I walked under this willow, I remember vaguely feeling something just kind of brush my forehead, and I didn't think anything of it. I didn't even.
Yeah, it's like a leaf or something.
Whatever it was,
a willow.
a fuzz, something, didn't think anything of it. And I'm like hiding in this bush. So the whole time I'm walking to put in the trash can, I'm walking over to this bush. I'm waiting for Alicia. The whole time I've got this massive spider on my head. Just chilling, bro. And I go out and I'm like, ah! And she's like, and I'm like, oh no. I knew at that moment, I was like, I know what that brush was. I know what it was. And I just was like, and like at that point, I'm like looking at the spider, like I'm like, it's that spider. It was that one.
Oh my god, my dress.
But like it like I felt its like hand start crawling, and I was like, and I'm like crying at this point. Like tears are just, I hadn't even thought about crying, but like tears were forming and falling out of my eyeballs, and I'm like, oh my god. And I'm just like swiping it off my head. I'm just trying to swipe it. I'm like not trying to like hurt it. I'm not trying to make it bite me. And it just falls on the ground. And I just remember.
You saw it? It was big enough to see?
You know how big wolf spiders get?
Yeah,
it was a wolf
I do.
spider. They jump. I'm like scratching my head.
I know.
I'm like scratching my head. I'm like.
I've just had spiders in my hair so many times, like, that I didn't know about. They were tiny and always just, like, it's, like, kind of a funny thing. They just, like, swatted on the floor.
Well,
like, oh, shit, I do have a spider in my hair. I'm not afraid of spiders. I just...
Nobody likes a spider on them, okay? That's not uncomfy.
I think if I'm prepared... I don't like being unprepared for anything. At all.
That's it. That's it. Bugs on the face, not cool. Surprise attack, don't feel it. Woo, yeah.
And also in my hair is like really difficult because it's like
petrifying.
I literally was on a hike and like I was like, oh, what was that? Let me see what that movement was, and I'm gonna try to. I tried to catch a cricket.
I need a solid path that I can see there are no bugs there.
As I'm walking, I like get distracted and start going away because I like hear a noise and I start looking, and then my friends see me like lurching down, and they're like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "What? Catching a cricket." And they're like, "Come on," which shouldn't have done any of those weird adventures because I got a fucking tick.
Yeah.
I checked my dogs; they're totally fine. Nobody else got a tick. It's obviously a me problem, and I get that. But I also taught them about all the different crazy things in the woods that can hurt you, like all the poison things. I now know what they look like, and bull nettle, or whatever they call it.
Yeah, I'm not allergic to anything poison of greenery.
Think it's an allergy thing.
It is.
That's what you say, but
no, that is
not,
an actual.
and like she's a horticulturist, so I believe in her.
No, dude, I literally.
Angie said that if you catch poison ivy over and over and over again, like it just gets worse. So some people that think that they don't get it, it's because they just probably only had it like once and it was not a big deal. But the more you get it, supposedly
we had like constant poison ivy in our yard.
She's from the Midwest too, so I don't really believe
No. You have to. I think you have to. I'm positive you have to be allergic to it because we had constant poison ivy in our yard. We had a huge yard. My mom was never careful about it. She had sensitive skin and always got poison ivy. And I'd be out there picking with her. She'd be like, just pick it out. She'd be like all upset about it. She'd be wearing gloves, but it like, of course, would get everywhere else. She never cared. That woman never cared. She does not care about that stuff. I don't know what it is.
That is probably not the way. I don't know, but that's probably not the picking.
That's what I said.
Probably not the way to handle it.
Well, and then I went on this.
It just keeps growing anyway.
I went on this. I was also told that, like I was told that. So I haven't fact checked it. But I also went to remember that, mission trips back in the day were used to them, retreats and church stuff. I went to like the
crusades,
boondocks
basically.
of Kentucky.
Literally crusades.
Building houses,
to save them.
Yeah. Well, anyways.
For the Lord.
So we did, we had like no way to entertain ourselves, so we would take like walks. So I took hikes with all of like our group because we were split up into groups, and everybody got poison ivy and poison oak all over their body. And like, and I was the only one that didn't get any. I walked the same path they did. There was not one. I've never had poison ivy in my life. I've never had anything like that. That's itched like that. I've had like chicken pox like once in my life, and that was it.
I was just looking at shit and being like, and I came home and just immediately showered, and
I was like,
but I don't think
that whole time too. I was never really scared of that poison ivy because I never.
You did love on my dogs and stuff a lot, because it was definitely the dogs that gave it to me. Because I was just like,
yeah, they probably had that pollen on them or whatever they produce, oils or something. I didn't. I've never been, and people have like when you get poison ivy, you can't ignore it. It's everywhere. It looked painful.
Oh, it was.
You had it for weeks, man. It was like you just couldn't even.
Well, because for the first like week and a half, I was like, man, this is a really long like heat rash. And then I texted my sister and I was like, how do you get rid of heat rashes? And she was like, get cold. Like they go away when you're not hot. And I was like, oh shit. Well, then what's going on with my body?
Oh shit.
I like went to her house, like basically to be like, what's going on with me? And she was like, girl, that is poison ivy and or poison oak. Like, I don't know. It's so bad. But I was sitting there like, I couldn't stop. I cannot. If I have itchy, I scratch it. I can't. I'm a fucking psychopath about it too.
Really?
I'll make myself bleed itching. I'm like a child.
I told you my terrible tick story that one time, right? When I was like a kid.
No, don't. What if I'm gonna
die? Hundreds. I had hundreds on my body. I had them in my scalp. I had to take like 3 showers and they were falling out of my head.
No.
Yeah, bro.
They're
you
so
talk about
bad.
Trauma.
What the
traumatizing.
Fuck? How? Wait, hold on. Like, did you find it like right away?
No. I was a kid. I waited all day.
It was just at least a day, not like 3 days or something.
No, it was a day, and it was only because I took a shower. My mom was like,
luckily they didn't like latch on.
No, they were latched. So they were latched.
No,
they were latched.
No, not like they didn't like get their head all up in there. And
oh
everything.
yeah.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. Like picking them off my everywhere.
Why?
I'm talking
Where
crevices.
Did you go?
Well, my grandpa owned golf courses.
Like crevices?
Yeah, bro.
No.
Yes, bro. Everywhere. I'm talking I itched them to the point of like sores on my body. So I looked like I had leprosy. It was terrible.
And they leave little rings and stuff sometimes.
Yeah, well, and my mom tried her best to try to get all the heads out, but like there were so many. I mean, she was having to work fast.
Did she take it to the doctor?
Nope. I'm sure she did. Maybe I don't remember that part. She could have. I think she did call Dr. Daly and was like, "What do I do?" And they were like, "Monitor her."
Hold on. Why do you have such specific like
traumatic?
Why is your doctor name the same as your?
That's Dealey and Daly. Dealey and Daly. Okay. But he was awesome. I loved my pediatrician growing up. He was so cool.
Oh my god! And you're a current vet.
That's Dealey.
His just Deal, I thought.
Oh, Deal. I'm sorry. You're right.
Who
Dr.
is
Deal.
Your eye doctor. It's not a D, is it?
Who was he?
You loved him. Literally, everybody told me how much you loved him, and they were surprised you left Oklahoma because you loved your doctor.
Oh my god!
It sounds like a porno. To be honest, but.
Stop! He was just a really nice guy, and he just really cared about my eyes at the time. Like I was having. Bro, I went through like my whole senior year. I had like eye infections because I couldn't figure out what I was allergic to. Like, I mean, it was like swollen eyes.
I need to go back to the tick story.
Yeah, we're back up. No, man, my grandpa, we spent our summers out at the golf course. My parents worked for my grandpa and would like get extra cash doing that. And he had 2 18 holes, so we would just go fuck off. And he always had stray puppies. Of course, dogs. So I crawled under this trailer that had really long grass one time to get these puppies out. I'm like, I was a kid. I didn't.
No, I don't know.
Ticks are not in the forefront of my brain.
I don't
you
know
don't
about
know.
Ticks, yeah.
You don't know about ticks, and you don't even think about them. So they're crawling all over me. I get home. I've like literally showered, and I still haven't even noticed them. Like I'm still that just like don't care. I'm a kid. And my mom's like horrified when I get out, and she's like, "Oh my god." She's like, what am I going to do with you? She was like dousing me in alcohol, just trying to like get trying to pick off. And then like when she realized they were all in my scalp too, she was like, oh my God. She was like, just go shower your head. Just go shower your head and just keep doing it. Just keep showering your head. And I mean like,
oh my God, I can't.
Yes. I mean, everywhere. I remember
I'm worried that I have more on my scalp and I don't know about it.
Oh, I think you would know.
I don't know.
We could check.
You want to check everything again? You want to check me again? I don't trust you.
Yeah, I can. Because they get so tiny. Shit, but God, they get so tiny. I mean, they can be bigger.
I really was like, is that a mole? Is it a mole?
And then it flipped up a little bit.
And I looked at it and I was like, those are damn ass legs. I always say damn ass because that fucking video of those kids. Did I ever send you that video of that kid that like falls off his bike or skateboard or something and he's like, God, it was this damn ass rock. And that's like my favorite way of cussing now, but everyone's like, what the fuck? Like that sounds so dumb.
What's your favorite cuss word? I don't know, like
damn ass.
Damn
rock.
ass. Yeah, it was horrifying. It was really bad. So I've had a lot of moments like that. I need it.
Will you get us?
Yeah, I will.
It's your turn. I lapped her in beers. I've only had 2. I was really chugging them though because it's hot in here and I haven't had a lot of weed in my life this week.
I took what you had to say seriously and did not wear anything hot.
Oh my God.
I was so hot last time.
I want to put on my neck when I'm too cold.
But we also been talking about hella cringy bugs too,
scary.
so we're just like terrible. It's just that time of year, man. Welcome back. We're in the backwoods again with the bugs and the.
Yeah, man. I'm glad we got to the bug story because I literally forgot about that whole tick thing. I honestly would like for you to. I don't trust these boys.
Check me.
They didn't.
Ticks.
Yeah, no, they didn't.
The Brad Paisley song, you know.
No.
What? Everybody knows that song.
Brad Paisley. I moved out of the South when being a celebrity means adios reality. Some people think you're smart, or I don't know the words. Actually, I don't remember after that.
There's like that song where
that was like the only song
his girlfriend. No, he had hella the song where you either choose fishing or his girlfriend. Well, I'm gonna miss her.
Oh yeah, I do know that one actually. You're right. I do know that one. That one came out before I left, I guess. You're right.
Yeah.
But he was like kind of like the.
No, he was like upcoming at the point. I know what you're talking about. Like
yeah, he was also like
he wasn't
jokester.
Super.
He was like the.
He was. He had
Dave,
jokester.
What was like of rap, but like Brad Paisley was like
you're
the
thinking
jokey.
Of, oh my God.
I know what's his name other than Dave. No, because I watched a show and I erased before that. White boy funny rapper.
God, curly hair?
Yeah. But not the old white boy funny rapper.
I know. Stop. What's his name?
Don't remember either one because I don't know anything.
It's killing me. It's really right.
I mean, name
there.
either one and you win.
I know. It's just.
You don't know either one either?
I was literally just.
One of them did
Little
the
Dicky.
Little Dicky.
Little
and then who
Dicky.
did the Ridin' Nerdy?
Right. Oh, I don't know if I could name that one.
They're the same guy in my eyes.
Yeah.
I'm really gonna get some hate for that one, but it's true. Joke music is a genre of music, and they're the same. They're just trendy.
It's trendy. Exactly.
They're only relevant in that time. Well, I guess Brad Paisley was jokey, but in a country way, which everything
he started
country
off
lasts
really
forever.
jokey. He had a lot of like funny songs, kind of
now
like
he's
Toby
really serious
Keith
and
did,
loving.
you know. And then like he got, he still had his when he really got big over that. He really had his, plethora of just
Toby Keith?
country. Toby Keith has some like
I thought you were talking
jokester-
about Brad Paisley. I was like, Brad Paisley got huge other than those two songs.
I mean, Toby Keith got pretty huge.
No, Toby Keith is huge.
Yeah, I was about to say, what do you mean, the bar and grill, bro? Like,
no, I know that.
they're the best catfish you'll ever have there.
Who?
Toby Keith's Bar and Grill. It's in Oklahoma.
Oh, I want to go.
The catfish there.
Is there hella pictures of Toby Keith everywhere?
Oh my gosh, there's
He
like
married,
guitars, neon guitars, and
He's with Is that the one that's with Faith Hill, or is that someone else?
that's Tim McGraw.
Tim McGraw.
Tim McGraw.
T words. Maybe I don't know who Toby Keith is now that I think about it, because I
He
think
has that voice that's like, you know what I'm talking about? The real curly, permed looking blonde hair.
God, I
he
haven't
sang,
been around in a minute.
I want to talk about me. I want to talk about I
Oh,
want to talk
God.
about number one in
And
mommy. Something. Yeah, that was like a corny song that you played back in the day.
Yeah.
And I love this bar.
I do know
Yeah.
that one. Yeah, that's a good one.
And place.
Because
I did like
you,
that song.
if you make a country song that sounds like old country, I'm probably going to be there for it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And we were
And
really.
if you do anything else,
prime-
the trendy country,
You're trash. That's the thing. That country
Cut.
back then, I know every word to it. You won't know it. I won't
almost
tell you.
cried over a Shania Twain TikTok the other day.
Okay, but Shania Twain was the shit.
A goddess
shit.
of the world.
Remember she had that cool, I'm Gonna Get You song, and she was like this futuristic. She looked like she was from like Xenon or something.
I actually don't think I remember that.
Oh man, that was.
The one that got me was her like fucking riding a horse and jumping in her truck and being just a fucking country legend.
And she was gorgeous.
Literally, my stepmom, I remember just being like, just awe, like, oh my god, she's the baddest woman I know. Like, before that was like a word to describe women, but like she was just the countryest lady. Like, her accent's thick. She just sped on horses. She was ruthless to men.
You know who also had that certain vibe to them was Leanne Rimes.
Oh yeah.
And who was the other one? Gretchen Wilson. She was a little bit more tomboyish, but
she was, I'm a redneck woman. I ain't no class rod.
oh yeah, that's the song.
Hey y'all, anyhow. So yeah, no, that shit was serious.
No,
that
it was
was
hard.
like that made me confident in my life. That song. I don't
said
know
I'm
anything
from
else she did, honestly.
the South. Yeah, no, I know how to do stuff. Yeah, I have my Christmas lights on all year round. Like everybody
chug
does.
a beer faster than all the dudes.
Made you feel good about all these like podunk shit you always did. And my dad still lives by that, you know? That's just like really his life is like corny country songs. And then of course like, grunge rock, but what dad isn't?
Honestly, my dad's stuck super hard into the 70s, and I love
That's my mom.
I
I loved
love-
her music.
I love
Motown,
70s music now.
Michael Jackson.
I didn't realize it infiltrated my whole music taste, but I'm like, and also like there's a lot of like 70s vibe music happening right now anyway.
No, my mom's music was tight. I still am like
I fuck with going in my dad riding my dad's truck.
We did you ever watch Bridget Jones' Diary?
Yes.
Of course you did. Of course you did. The soundtrack, bro.
Kicking from that one part of that song. I love that movie.
The
she
whole
was very
soundtrack.
clumsy and with her
Oh my
words and her
gosh.
actions, so I was like, that's me as
I
an
figured
adult.
you would have watched. I
Yeah.
was like, you would. God, you
Look at
should
me.
have. Yeah, exactly. Mom was obsessed with that movie.
My mom was obsessed
Okay,
with
so that must have been a thing, I guess.
and she was like, this is us, girl. We're clumsy
Yeah.
as fuck.
Oh my gosh. My mom just like loved that. She thought it was a funny. I mean, it still
Also,
is
my
the
mom kinda
funniest
looks
movie.
like her in general. A little bit.
I could kind of see that.
Yeah.
I could kind of see that. Interesting.
Yeah, weird, right?
But my mom loved the soundtrack too. I mean, we would
a good
blast the CD, blast it. I knew every song on that CD. I could sing it right now if you played
I
it.
want to watch it with you after we get off.
We should. Oh my god, it did have some fire music for no fucking reason.
It was really cute. It was
adorable.
I think it was cute. I mean, I liked that she made her own decisions in that movie.
No, it was cute. I mean, I hate this word, but it was quirky, but it was hilarious for its time. Like, it was the first of it. It was the first of its time, you know, like this
maybe
stupid bitch that didn't really know what she was
quite
doing.
Dumb.
But she did. She had like her own
quirks.
beat. Yeah, her own thing.
She invented quirky.
Yeah, she did. She totally did. Bridget Jones is quirky. She invented quirky.
Her face got weird. Renee. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not going to try to say her last name because I don't remember.
She's gotten a lot of work done, hasn't she? Or
must have. I think it's just, honestly, my hot take of the time right now is that I think Botox, like, goes bad on you. Like, I think it goes bad. Like, I don't think anyone should even just get light Botox. I think it just goes bad. Have you seen Simon Cowell lately?
Yo, to a point, it just, you have to do that every 6 months.
Nope. I was getting a facial and she was like, oh, well, if you need some Botox, and I was like, that's why I think all this is a scam. Okay, my show and tell.
It is a scam. It doesn't last. And then it.
Oh, it's okay. I showed you.
Oh, cute.
So, I
Yo.
show them.
This is fucking
Isn't
cool.
It? And the best part, look at this little back part.
I already saw that.
There's like a little. And I've been watching that show that I don't remember the name of. Watch Moon Knight. I always want to say Watch King. Because, like, take the M, flip it upside down, it's a W. Keep the K, but instead of a king, knight, you say king, But cute, and there's like a little...
It's adorable. Oh, my God. And it's like a legit lounge fly. We talked about this way back in the day.
Flies.
We had just gotten our, like, first couple of pairs almost a year ago.
I wanted a black one.
Gorgeous.
With a dark color scheme that I could wear.
It's dark. It's so you, I love this part.
I love how this little thing is like, because his was always, like it looks so intentional. Like I don't even think.
It is. It's so cute.
This side is longer and this side is
made
shorter.
so well. The zipper just looks nice. And the black lounge fly part.
I like that
adorable.
The straps are red and yellow.
That is so cute.
Love it. Just this fucking cave.
It's even cuter in person. I'm not even gonna lie.
I knew you would. That's why I was like, I don't even want to send her a picture, but then I forgot about show and tell.
The bags under his eyes. They kill me. They're just so like there. I love it. I love it.
I love them all.
I can't wait for you to break it out. And then of course.
I know. I wish I could remember his name off top, but I haven't seen Aladdin in years. I did see the fucking real life Aladdin, and I loved that movie, actually.
Did you?
I loved it. When Will Smith really came out to introduce Aladdin to Jasmine and stuff, I was like...
Stop. I've watched it. I'm stupid. It is great. It is really good.
That part really got me. I knew that whole shit was a TikTok sound, like your princess's hat. But I was like...
Is it? No, it was so good.
With this, the elephants were stomping and shit. I was really loving it.
The villains were good in it. It had a good contrast of like funny and like actually, because
when they were jumping on the buildings, I was like,
I don't know if you saw I mean, some of the like realistic Disney movies are just really not that good. Like Mulan, they really did that so dirty.
See that, but
so dirty.
All the Cinderellas have always been fire. There's not one
Lion
bad
King
Cinderella.
was really good. What they say that you haven't. Beyonce is literally the voice of Nala.
No, I didn't see it.
And Childish Gambino is Simba, and it's a beautiful combo. They just
I'll watch it.
It's fucking cute. You should see it. You really should see it. The movie is just.
I don't love movies, but I'm down for like familiar story movies.
It's fun. It's fun. The CGI on it is just like so top notch too. It's just like wow, it's like a real talking lion. I mean it's not, but
Yeah, Aslan.
So cute.
Why did they quit on the fucking Chronicles of Narnia series? That's
so
upsetting.
I think of Turkish delights every day in my daily life. I think of how she ate that. You know how you talk about your Christian Bale.
It was him that ate the Turkish delights.
Yes, but in
Her, the queen.
no, I'm talking about the girl that also eats him. Like in the snow.
Oh, was it the
She's
second?
like, she really wishes for a Turkish delight, and they
no,
like.
it was the dude. That was the dude.
Was it?
Edward or Edmund or something like that.
Oh, you're right. And I just remember, like, that part sticks out to me, like your Christian Bale does, singing Powerpuff Girls.
Fighting crime.
Trying to save the world. That's the moment that sticks out for me, is the powdered, beautiful jelly Turkish delight. I think I want that one every time. How could I never have had that bite?
I never got what that was when I was reading the books. Like, I didn't know what it was when I was a kid reading that. So I was like, is it turkey?
No,
Like
you would have never known.
food?
If you would have read about it, I wouldn't have known.
Yeah.
When they
I've
said
never
Turkish
had
delight, I
Turkish
was like,
delights.
I still haven't
No, I
ever
haven't
had
either.
a legit one. One day in my life, I'm going to have a
Yeah, she's gonna
legit
be very excited.
Turkish delight. That's my mission in life.
Do they have to be like made in the moment, or like can you like?
I
can
just
you
want
ship
them to be
or, like-
authentic. I would assume, unless somebody's just really fucking good at
Are they
making
from
those.
Turkey?
Yeah, they're Turkish.
Obviously,
they're, yeah.
Well, if we have any friends in
Anybody,
Turkey,
yeah, or
Sarah wants to try
or
your
in
delights.
European countries that are very familiar with those, let me know. Because I'm
You know
trying
what
to
I've
have
been thinking
one.
about
They're
a
like,
lot?
What? Kind
That-
of hungry right now,
That
so I'm
vid-
thinking
I
about
have a
it.
pizza in the oven if you want.
Do ya?
Yeah, a lot of it if you want some. I think I was gonna get
Cool.
some later too. I've been thinking about that video, like it was an old time, but that dude that just got electrocuted by lightning twice. Like he was like walking and then he got hit by lightning and then he was
I know
like
that
got
story.
up and he was like, oh god, no, the video. Did you see the?
Yeah.
And he like got up and he started like walking and then he got hit again. Like I've just been thinking about that a lot. Like what the fuck? Like I remember being
What
tripped
are
out
the
about it when I was
chances?
a kid, you know, or like not when I was a kid, but like when that video was a thing. And then like obviously after he gets hit the second time, he's like fucking stumble running because he's like, what the fuck, you know? But like how?
And how do you get up from that?
How do you? Yeah,
How do you
twice.
get electrocuted and are
you
like
must be meant to be dead. At
your
that
blood
point.
has to be coagulated at that point. You can't freaking tell me.
I probably what? I don't
Like,
understand electrocution much. Like I don't get that. I don't get it. But I guess when I was talking about
have you
this,
ever been
'cause-
electrocuted?
No, that's what I'm saying.
You've never been electrocuted ever.
Why?
You never touched
How?
an electric fence. You've never.
No, I'm a
been
normal,
tased.
cautious person.
You weirdo.
We did talk this weekend about how you've been tased, and I can't really believe that that's the story.
No,
Wait,
I really
wanna
got.
see your show and tell though too, but I do want to know about how you've been tased first.
All right, let me get
Or
that show
after,
and tell,
either
and
one.
We'll talk about the tasing.
We talked about it this weekend. My friend was like, I got a taser. Sometimes I just really want to be like, and just like see if it would be that bad. Like if I put it in my butt, like is it that bad? You know?
It's like getting bit.
She says it feels like it getting bit. Like
that-
by what?
It feels like the initial getting bit by like a dog.
Okay.
Like if something were to latch onto you really fast, but then it doesn't have that it doesn't have
Does
that
it
lingering.
last? That's what I was saying. Does
It doesn't
does
have
the
a
pain
lingering,
last?
but it does. You're just kind of like it's scary, you know.
Yeah, that's.
But if
because
you
I was
get
like, I don't-
electrocuted for a long period of time, you do feel it. Like if it's something short, like I remember I grabbed an electric fence. My
that
neighbors
makes
always
sense.
had
Yeah.
one because their dogs used to always get out of their fences all the time. And so they had this electric fence. Well, I didn't think it was on one day, and so I was dared to touch it. And I mean, it like hard to let go. Like it went all the way up my arm, and I was like, it just freezes you. It's like having a muscle spasm for like a long period of time, and like there's nothing you can do to like let it go. Like you're just like, and then you're kind of just like dazed afterwards. Like you're just like,
I was like, man, I feel like that ain't shit. Like I was like, but I wonder like such a natural
would absolutely-
disaster of a lightning, like what that would feel like.
that's
also,
gotta
that
be
guy's
harsh.
gotta be like fucking scarred up after two
Brain-
lightning strikes.
Yo, I'm saying
he
you
must
can't.
be looking tight,
Your
bro.
brain, man. What
Yeah.
No, he's got to have a huge scar. I mean, that's
Yeah,
like
that's crazy.
that's literally like
That's crazy. But the concept, I don't get it. And then so I was talking shit, and I was like, man, that's probably like it can't be that bad, right? Like you just like get hit, and then it's over. Cause like I mean, I was like, I've been shocked, and then it's just immediately like it hurts for a second, and then it's done. And Michael upstairs is like, I have been electrocuted a lot, and I was like, what? Like how? He was like, pretty much every year, and I was like, what the fuck? But I guess the family takes like Christmas super seriously, and
oh, they've got the
everything. And
They're
every
like,
single year, they're like the children are like slave worked. I started snapping with you.
What's the movie Christmas Vacation?
I don't know anything.
They do the big lights. I mean, to the point where they're plugging extension cords into extension cords, and they're just almost like blasting out their entire neighborhood.
That turns out that's exactly what they're used to. I remember seeing a couple of their Christmases. Like I remember seeing their Christmases, but being like
we never did
kind
Christmas
of a big
lights
deal.
like that.
But like the fact that they like made the kids do the Christmas every year, I was like, when they were like, we're just doing this because our parents love Christmas. I was like, damn. And he's just getting electrocuted every year. Like that's fun.
That's pretty crazy. Okay, so this is my show and tell. I haven't bought myself anything lately. Like I've been trying to be good. I've got a lot of things that I've spent money on somebody getting my junk out of my trunk.
Sarah hired a hooker this week.
I meant to say my garage. My garage. I hired somebody to get out the. That was terrible. That was the worst. That was literally the worst. I can't believe I said that. I remember thinking saying no to trunk and it still came out. I meant to say garage. I paid somebody to professionally take out the junk out of my old duplex. So anyways, point of the story is I was trying to save money
by earning money.
Oh no, that was too good.
She paid someone to get
my stuff out. My junk. I don't know what sounds worse. I don't get it. Okay, the old furniture in my house. I paid for it, okay? Anyways, so I wasn't spending money. So anyways, the things that I did bring were what Butt had gotten me, actually. Because I haven't showed them off yet. So I thought I would.
Actually so fucking cute.
Okay, so first off, I'm going to get really close because I want you to see this.
I never showed anybody about that. Oh, the ring light. You have to like kind of angle it. Okay. Here's Streamer 101. Here, I'll show you. You can talk about it. I got this. You gotta like give it.
Okay, there you go. It says boss bitch shit. What do you mean? That's so cute. You know? I bought a house, and so like that was my housewarming gift. I thought that was adorable. I finally put it in a frame, and it's an adorable frame. So I'm about to like put it up in my house. It's like a double. Yeah, it like literally hangs. It's so fucking cute. It's about to just be my motivation every day I get up. And then the next one was my show and tell.
Flowers. I got a pattern for the rest of it.
This looks so Animal Crossing, bro, right here.
Oh.
So cute. And then, of course, to go in with my funny stuff, I also have a adorable little magnet. Okay, it's a magnet for my fridge, but it's a little fancy.
I'm not gonna lie, I got that. I don't know if they can hear you. I just realized that the mics, I don't know if they can fully hear you.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Anyways, let me backtrack if you couldn't hear me. Anyways, you saw, but it's a tiny fruit stand. It's a magnet. Okay, so I've got I had my boss bitch shit. Little stitch being made. So I framed it. It's cute. It's in a cute little frame right now. So it's adorable. So I haven't shown this off yet. I've had these for a little bit. I haven't hung them up in my house
I just
quite
got
yet.
the fruit at the thrift store for $1. I'm so glad she likes it
I love it. I love it. I really look up at my fridge and I'm like, so cute. Because I love magnets too.
Yeah,
I'm a big fan of magnets.
The fact that it was there when you got home is the only reason you love it.
Oh, it was so cute. And look, it's got. I mean, I kind of showed you guys like up close, but it's just got the cute little fruits in it.
I stopped by her house when she wasn't there.
It's just so.
And I was like,
detailed.
Don't tell Sarah, I have something for her. But like, obviously, it was like protruding from the fridge. So it was
I like opened my fridge. I was like, what was that? And I like closed it again, and I was like, and it was so cute. So, and of course, being on brand, we talked about Tiny Museum. I'm obviously obsessed with tiny things. We've talked about it almost every episode, but this is my tiny thing. I'm showing my tiny little magnet.
I almost pulled out a collection of socks that I found because they're tiny socks.
Why is everything so cute? Because it's tiny.
I was going to tell you that was my show and tell as but I forgot and they were just laying out. So I didn't, but I had a bunch of fucking socks, tiny socks, because I brought over my Heelys for my nephews and my niece to play with, but they were obviously way too big because I have clown feet. And So they we stuffed them full of socks, but they're socks, but it was just from the clean laundry. So like now I have 8 pairs of or like 8 just individual children's socks, and they're none of them match. So that they're all like 8 socks, 8 teeny socks at their house don't have matches.
This whole time they're probably just aggravated.
Yeah,
they're going through that like
for months. They've just been in my Heelys for months.
Yeah, they probably thought that the dryer ate them, like we all do. Like we all think, you know. Shit, that's what happens to me.
My necklace, my friendship necklace, my best friend necklace with you. I have to get you one now.
I won't lose it. What was funny is you were really just saying that like I don't lose shit. I never lose these, and then like the only one that she loses.
It's meant to be. We're not meant to be friends. I'm sorry.
She just lost it in Oklahoma, so it just means more. Okay.
I'm pretty sure there's no other way I could have lost it. I just left my house.
Either that or it's gonna pop up in like a month.
Yeah.
For no reason.
No, I'm never moving out of this house, so I'm not gonna find my lost things. They're just gonna stay lost forever. The only reason you find things is when you move out.
I just want to let the whole world know I feel so much better today because I
cleaned your old house and got everything
out of it. I cleaned
my
old house. I don't have to visit the vet that I thought I was gonna have to put my cat under anesthesia for because her tooth just
came out on its own.
Yeah, my cat's tooth was like her fang that's supposed to go like this was going outward out of her mouth, and it was really freaking me out. And I didn't want to pull on it because like what the hell? Yeah. But then it was like, you know, she kind of brushed it up against my leg the other day, and it was like so loose. Like I swear it could have just tapped out right then and there. So I told Jacob, I was like, yo, you gotta like at least like attempt it. Just like attempt to like try to. And he did. It just was like, it really came out so easily. And she's like
Monty
happy.
Had something like that. Yeah, Monty had something like that.
Yeah, she was fine.
She's old.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I don't, I just don't know her age. You know, and she's so miniature. You know, she's like a dwarf cat.
This whole time I've been thinking.
Janice.
Yeah.
Janice is older. I could understand maybe if she did, but like I actually don't know Snooki's age either. And cats just live forever.
Yeah, you never know.
You just never know. You know, my dog also plays really hard with them.
Did I tell you that there's cats? I have new hood cats.
I love cats.
And you know that like kind of burnt down looking shed garage?
I know exactly which one you're talking about.
So there's a lot of those around here. So there's cats living in there. I thought it was raccoons. I think there was raccoons living in there in the winter, honestly.
I don't have neighborhood cats, but I have city cats. I have city cats. Remind me to tell you after this.
What's the difference?
I saw them in like they like were in the creeks of like we were walking on that trail in Raytown.
So
and,
you
like,
saw them in
they were area. Literally just it was like in an area. It was like their own domain. They were like, what are you doing here?
That's what I'm saying. They're like lingering on this thing and
little
they're just like taunting
things.
my dogs like they always do. All the little hood cats love taunting my cats. And
cats have such a cute
but then
personality.
the other day I caught them on the neighbor's nice ass porch, decorated, super cute, like laying on some patio furniture, being hella cute. I took a picture and sent it over and everything to be like, they sure do. Because she told me, she's like, I just keep having these damn cats in my yard. She's getting moles or groundhogs. She said groundhogs. She said groundhogs. I don't believe Midwestern people, so it could be a mole.
I've never seen a groundhog.
No, me neither. I've never seen anything. But I know moles, that they exist. Something exists out here because I know my sister's lawn has weird holes.
My mom did a really heinous thing to moles to get them out of their holes.
You just like waterboard them?
Yep.
Yeah.
Water hose them. And I did see them and they were hideous.
Really?
But I've never actually seen a groundhog. They're tiny though.
They dig
moles. So fast.
There's a Monty mole.
You really have to get them out, or they're right back in.
Cute.
Like they are so fast.
I love that idea. I think I'm going to learn about moles and love them. Can you have a pet mole?
I don't know. They have to live underground.
Not unless you
I was like, unless you've got like a whole little like terrain that they can, and then you would have to pat it down again, you know, because like they can't just like keep living. Unless they could, they probably could live in the same.
What if I made like a giant fence that went deep into the ground, so they had to stay like within that space, and then they.
Because at a point it gets too hard for them to dig. So I guess you technically could. But at the same point, I feel like they're just the type of creatures that just keep exploring. Like, they just keep going. Like, if you let them live in your yard, like, they just... We had tons of them growing up.
Why? What do they do?
Tons.
What kind of a creature is that? That's why there's certain things.
And the
I'm
fact
just
that
like,
they just make these
the fuck that exists.
tunnels over the
Elephants, moles. Now I'm super curious about moles. Now, what do groundhogs do?
I've never actually seen one. I know what
They're
they
not
look
real.
like. I've never seen one,
Yeah, well,
but they see
Show
their
me
own
state.
shadows all the time. I guess.
that was the point I was gonna make earlier. I think being from the Midwest, okay. So Missouri is called the Show Me State.
Mm-hmm.
And I looked up why, and there's like literally like 20 different reasons why this could be called the Show Me State. There's like a whole bunch, and honestly, a lot of it's makes sense. But I think this is another one that you just can't believe nothing you hear because everybody's lying. Everybody's making shit
I have
up.
personally never seen a groundhog. I'm just gonna put that out there. I know that they exist.
Once
I
I
don't
see
know
it,
they
I'll believe it.
exist here. Where do they exist? Okay, and who has seen them? Who has seen them?
What?
I've seen ferrets. I've seen moles. You know,
never seen one.
what are those other things that live in the ground?
Meerkats.
Meerkats. I've
That's a
seen those.
Monty.
Yeah,
Monty is a little. Oh, she's gone. She's probably in her fourth bed.
she has transitioned again. Just zigzagged across the room, but
I'm so glad that that's what you got for your show and tell. That's really cute. I was thinking the best thing about this show and tell is that we, it's obviously going to be, if there's something that week that we care about, we can share. But other than that, we have literally we have so much shit.
well, and then I thought of a backup one that I could do, so I might do that one next week or something.
Yeah,
but
if you
there's
need,
just, there
that's
were
what I'm saying.
tons.
There's literally the endless possibilities for us.
There really are. Like, there really are.
So we're starting off big, but eventually it'll be like, here's my favorite pair of earrings. But they're going to be cool Zelda ones.
I don't know. We still like to be pretty eclectic in ways that,
I don't think we're ever going to slow down, is what I'm saying.
No.
But it's nice
We're
to
always-
fall back on things that we
This
should
is
have
like
we should-
it's
oh
not
my
a
God, we should
small
have,
one. I thought this
themed
was.
show and tells from moving forward.
We could.
Like, here's my favorite this. Here's my favorite that.
We could.
That'd be fun too.
We absolutely could. You know, since we're getting more into like our show and tells. This is actually an original idea out of our very first podcasts that we've done.
Oh yeah.
Like, we really wanted to do that at the very beginning, and then like that kind of got put on the back burner, like trying to find what we were trying to do. But you know,
I'm
getting
making
getting it brought back, I'm like super excited about it. Like
Yeah.
every time she's like, "Don't forget show and tell," she like texts me. I'm
I
like,
really
"Oh
do
my
text her.
god!" I'm like, "Don't talk to me about show and tell." I love
It's
showing
so
the things
fun.
off. I'm so excited.
I'm making another cross stitch right now. I'm excited.
You told me. It'll be
Honestly,
tight.
it'll come out before this will come out after my cousin comes over anyway.
Cute.
So I'm really just we got into an
I
argument.
just who?
Me and my cousin about it wasn't like a real argument. It
Oh,
was
oh.
like how you pronounce GIF. I obviously say GIF because
It's GIF.
yeah, because we're
We actually agree on this one.
we're of the same generation
What'd they
where we're called like
What'd you
not of
say?
a generation thing. Like when it came out, it was called GIF. It was GIF, 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 and then the dudes were like, actually, it's GIF. Like the guys that made it, and like to me, language evolves, and a whole population of people called it GIF. I'm not gonna change that because the inventors decided that they wanted to call it something
Here's
else.
the thing, though. Like, I said GIF at the very beginning when I first had known when those had, like, you know,
Okay.
kind of evolved. Yeah. And everybody was like, what?
Yeah, but yeah,
No.
technically that's the right way.
And now
And
I can't unhear it.
They
GIF is
I-
Jiffy in my head. You
Yeah.
can't, no.
Yeah.
It's a no. It's
So
a GIF.
I was talking shit about something else. We were talking about something, and then I sent them a GIF of my own self because, personally, what better way to show them what I'm feeling or thinking than to show them my own fucking face telling them what I'm thinking or feeling. I do get shit on a lot for using my own GIFs, but I'm sorry. Other people made them for me, and I love them, and I use them all the fucking time. I send out
They're cute.
gifts of myself. Yeah, whatever. So I sent one. They sent me back a voice recording saying like, I hate love that you use a gif of yourself. And I was like, I fucking love that you sent me a voice recording the only time in this conversation just to tell me how stupid you say the word gif. like, and so then we got a little spat, and then I don't remember how it ended up, but at one point he said, I am the world, so I'm right, or something like that. Because earlier I was like, you're my good luck charm, because yada, 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 yada. And he was like, I am the world, and I'm right. And I was like, you know what? that's a good thing. That's a good motto to live by. I am the world. And I was like, I'm putting that on a fucking cross stitch. So that's what I'm working on right now. But I also want to like try to, if I can, like instead of the flowers, because he's a dude, I want to put like I want to cross stitch like a sweater because we have the same sweater now.
Mm-hmm.
Or like
that'd be super
similar.
cute. That'd be.
But I don't know. I don't know if I can do it. But I think I could do it. I'm burpy too.
It kind of reminds me when you're making something on Animal Crossing when you're trying to make like a design and it's very squared. So like you feel like you have a lot of space, but you don't really have a lot of space.
No, because when you look at it from afar, it has to make sense.
It has to make sense, but then you don't have enough space like up close to really convey it.
There's a word for that. Art.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, like grid art.
Is it grid art?
Maybe. That sounds more.
It sounds accurate.
Yeah, sounds more right than.
You know, we're kind of been on the same wave of like things are sounding accurate to us together instead of fighting each other on words. It's like a change of scenery right there. So it's
I am sunburned, bro.
No, you're sunny. You're sunny. You're sunnier than me, and I'm acting like I'm from the East Coast right now.
I don't know if it shows that I have it like a line from my backpack.
No, you could definitely see it.
Ah, no! Was it?
No, you can definitely see it. You absolutely have a line of like.
Because I was wearing my overalls, but I had the straps down, like hanging down. Because when I had my straps down, then the Triforce shows, and then I had my Zelda backpack on too.
Was that on Sunday that you dressed like that? Okay, cute.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was themed as fuck every week because obviously 420. Well, the night before was Batman. I was dressed as Batman themed, and then 420 was very green, and then Thursday I dressed as Batman themed again because I was excited about Batman. Friday, dressed Slytherin theme, which is really similar to 420, funny enough. And then Saturday was themed very 90s. I went very, very 90s on Friday. Saturday, I did bright colored eyeshadow and thought of Sarah the whole time. And
I got hella ready this week too for no reason.
Then Sunday was
I mean, not for no reason. It was because we hung out a lot this week. So
yeah, we did a lot of stuff. That was so obnoxious.
It was.
That old man came up to me and told me about how my dress was like so bringing him back to the 70s and stuff. It was actually like a really cute, adorable scenario.
Honestly,
he was like, I just had to come over and tell you that you brought my life back, like brought my past to life. And I was like, oh my God. He was
you know how nostalgic I am. I would have cried in that moment.
I know. In the moment, I was like, oh my God. Like, because at first I thought he was just going to come over and say some old man shit, you know. But he was like, I had to come and say that you're really
when they bring you back, when they're just being genuine and they bring you back to that time. Like, that's every time I'm like, I can see it. Like, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, I always get comments on that dress that it's like, oh, it's so 70s, it's so whatever.
It is so 70s.
Or 90s, it's like one or the other. It's like,
it can be. It can be both.
It looks like a Windows 98 symbol, but it also looks like.
It also gives me like kind of like Rugrat vibes too. So like it could be 90s. So
yeah, it's a little confusing of a dress. It just takes you wherever you want to go. It's one of those magical pieces. I told her that she had to borrow it soon to see what happens for her because like every time I wear it, it's
honestly,
like a magical
I should borrow it since you're borrowing that dress. I could borrow that dress and see like what it does for us because that dress did wonders for you.
It did look really good on me. I tried it on tonight when I was really sweaty and
we are similar, but not extremely similar in ways that like
very
it fit you. I felt like it fit you in ways that it didn't fit me, but it looks so good.
Sisterhood of the traveling moments.
You're right. Yeah, traveling pants, whatever it is, but it's really that. So I'm like wondering if this dress is about to be the same for us in that way too.
Shit, you're gonna have to try.
I feel like
it
could. My
dress after this. All right, let's get off and she can try my dress.
Yeah, I know. Toodles. Till next time.
Oh shit. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. Tune in next week.